Good morning. Here's the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State Electrification Agency aligns with government's ongoing Sexual Gender-Based Violence Awareness Month. Federal government UNICEF commenced two-day regional workshop to equip journalists with skills, ethical principles. On the foreign scene, earthquake kills 800 people in Afghanistan as helicopter teams search for survivors. And in sport, former Super Eagles goalkeeper Dele Agadumo optimistic of Nigeria qualifying for 2026 World Cup. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Electrification Agency, LSEA, has aligned with the state government's ongoing Sexual and Gender-Based Violence SGBV Awareness Month, themed SGBV, with the theme, It Concerns Us All. This initiative complements the broader activities coordinated by the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the agency's Executive Secretary, Titilola Vivo Adeniyi, who continue to champion policies that promote safety and inclusivity across the state. As part of his commitment to the campaign, LSEA has created a purple-themed photo awareness stand at its office to symbolize solidarity with survivors and provide staff and visitors with information on prevention and available support channels. By participating in the advocacy, LSEA underscores the responsibility of every institution to contribute to the collective goal of building a violence-free Lagos. Lagos State government has been alerted to attempts by certain non-state actors to instigate a breakdown of law and order in the Ajah axis, owing to recent intelligence reports from security operatives within the axis of Lagos. Commissioner, Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development, Bolaji Robert, made this announcement. Robert said the Lagos State government, under the leadership of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, reiterated its unwavering commitment to upholding peace, security, and orderliness across all parts of the state. The commissioner urged residents, stakeholders, and the general public in Ajah to refrain from any actions or activities capable of fueling unrest or disrupting public peace. Robert said in line with these, security agencies have been directed to maintain strict vigilance, prevent any breach of law and order, and carry out thorough investigations aimed at arresting and prosecuting any individual or group of persons found culpable in accordance with the law. In a continued effort to strengthen healthcare delivery in Lagos, the Directorate of Health Information Management System under Health District 4 has conducted a two-day training for health information management officers. The training, which focuses on data management, data security, and health data reporting, was held for officers across primary healthcare centers within the district. A major highlight of the session was a presentation by Data Protection Officer Rotimi Onide, who stressed the importance of safeguarding sensitive health information and maintaining data confidentiality across all health systems. Also, monitoring and evaluation officers from Lagos Island Local Government, Zainab Agbalaya, and her counterparts in Apapa, Kudirat Lawal, covered topics such as proper record keeping in attendance and outpatients registers, as well as managing data on newborn care and complications. Now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Ministry of Information, in collaboration with United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has commenced a two-day regional workshop in Kano State to equip journalists with the skills and ethical principles required for reporting stories involving children. Head of the Child Rights International Bureau of the Federal Ministry of Information, Toye Falai, in his welcome address, urged participants to balance compelling storytelling with the highest standards of journalistic integrity. Falayi acknowledged the collaboration of media professionals and child rights advocates nationwide, noting that progress has been made in drawing attention to issues affecting children. The head of UNICEF's Kano Field Office, Rahama Mohammed, described ethical reporting of children as a vital service to democracy and to the community, stressing that journalists must place the best interests of children above sensationalism. The workshop drew participants from Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Sokoto, Zamfara, Jigawa, Kebbi, Nasarawa, Niger State, and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja. About 92 passengers reportedly lost their lives in boat accidents across Nigeria between January and August 2025, as part of the federal government's efforts to enhance safety on the nation's waterways. Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, appealed to states to phase out wooden boats, stressing that incidents of boat mishaps had persisted largely due to the widespread use of these wooden boats. Oyetola had earlier flagged off the distribution of 42,000 life jackets to waterways users across 12 selected riverine states in May. He reaffirmed the commitment of the federal government to prioritizing waterway safety, while appealing to state governments to urgently complement these efforts by investing in modern non-wooden boats for commercial operations in their states. Over the weekend, the National Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA, confirmed another fatal boat mishap at the Jaranja River in the Shagari local government area of Sokoto State. As NIWA area manager in Sokoto, Balabelo told journalists in Sokoto that 2 persons died while 9 survivors were rescued. Now to foreign news. United Nations Humanitarian Agency says helicopter teams are searching remote villages in Afghanistan for survivors of a magnitude 6.0 earthquake that happened and left more than 800 people dead. The Taliban has called for international aid, with the United Kingdom pledging £1 million in relief funding, stressing that the money will not go into the Taliban's hands. The earthquake struck the mountainous Kunar province on Sunday, and with roads blocked by debris, rescue operations need to be carried out by air. The death toll could rise significantly as many are still feared to be trapped under the rubble, while officials report entire villages being destroyed. Now, sports. A former Nigeria goalkeeper, Aloy Agu, has insisted that the Super Eagles can still snatch a 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification ticket despite their precarious situation in the Group C standings. Agu, who is 58, spoke ahead of Nigeria's crucial World Cup qualifier this weekend in Uyo against Amavubi of Rwanda. He insisted that if the coaches, the players, and even the government do the right things, Super Eagles could well pick the ticket and hoist the green-white-green in the World Cup finals for the 7th time, following appearances in 1994, 1998, 2002, 2010, 2014, and 2018. Agu said with Nigeria's pool of talent, it will not be impossible for the West African nation to overcome and seal a place in the Mexico, USA, Canada 2026 FIFA World Cup finals. And that ends the news at 10. Just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme Agripreneur, Strategy for Wealth Creation? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Electrification Agency, LSEA, has aligned with the state government's ongoing Sexual and Gender-Based Violence, SGBVA, Awareness Month, themed It Concerns Us All. The Federal Ministry of Information, in collaboration with United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has commenced a 2-day regional workshop in Kano State to equip journalists with the skills and ethical principles required for reporting stories involving children. We also told you that helicopter teams are searching remote villages in Afghanistan for survivors of a magnitude 6.0 earthquake that happened and left more than 800 people dead. And in sport, a former Nigeria goalkeeper, Aloy Agu, has insisted that the Super Eagles can still snatch a 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification ticket despite their precarious situation and the Group C standings. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafalashere. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.